Hi, so I'm making this video just for an update. It's been almost 7 years or more that I've been out of benzos, and a lot of things have changed since the last video that I made. And there are so many people commenting how they are suffering, how they are struggling, and how difficult it is to recover from this. So the first thing that I believe that everyone that is going through benzo withdrawal has to understand is that most people that advise on how to withdraw from benzos, they just accept and say that only time will help with this. And I don't believe that is actually true, because before benzos I already had a lot of health issues, and after benzos I had unrelated health issues that was unrelated to the benzos. So benzos was just a part of what I had to recover from, and of course it made a lot of other stuff worse. So I had to work on my health. I had to do a lot of stuff to recover my health. I was born with heart disease, with a specific condition where my heart valve was very narrow, and it made my heart muscle pump a lot of blood, and it would get bigger. So I had 2 heart surgeries, open heart surgeries along my life. And after that I had a lot of autoimmune issues, and I was like bedridden for 1 year or more at 2016, right after the benzo withdrawal. And I know how it is to be at home and not being able to sleep, completely fatigued, anxiety every second of your life, your brain just on fire. So I know all those typical benzo symptoms, but I had also, on top of that, I had very hard gastrointestinal issues. So I lost a lot of weight. I was very sick for a long time, and I've been working on my health for the past 5 or 6 years or more. And I've been doing every natural thing that you know and that you can do. And I know some things that are very important to recover your brain and your health. So when you think of benzo withdrawal and how to recover from that, you cannot do the same things that you were doing before the benzos. So you have to change your mind, and you have to do things that you are not used to. So what I believe, I'm gonna just shoot out a few things that I believe are very important, so that your benzo withdrawal will be less intense and short in terms of the time that you need to recover from that. And you will be surprised, because maybe, and I really believe that because it happened with me, you can get better health that you had even before the benzos. Okay, I mean, you can recover from the benzos, and you can get better than you were before. Okay, so the first thing is really, you have to believe. Okay, you have to believe that you can recover from the benzos. This is very important. If you don't believe, you will not do the things that you need to do to recover from it. So I had benzo issues, I had the benzo withdrawal, it was very hard, and other health, very heavy heart issues and other health issues, and I believed I could heal. Okay, and if I didn't believe that, if I couldn't visualize myself getting better, I would never do it. Okay, now second thing, after you have that belief in your mind, you have to change your diet. Now, I've been on many diets, and for the past year and a half, I changed to a diet that, if you search a doctor, he's called Paul Saladino, okay? On Instagram, it's Carnivore 2.0. Now, I was vegan for a long time, for 5 years. Most of the time, it was more raw vegan, and that helps to detox my body, okay? But my brain got a few issues 2 years ago, so I had a lot of memory issues, a lot of brain fog, and my anxiety came back again, a lot of dizziness and neurological issues. So again, I changed my mind. I had the belief I could heal, but I was not dogmatic about my diet, okay? So you have to be able to constantly change your own mind. If things are not working for a long time, you change, okay? You test it and you change. You just experiment. So diet, I believe that the most close diet to our ancestral people in the past is fruit and eggs, meat and fish diet. Those are the most natural things that you can eat. So you have the glucose for your brain from the fruit, and you have all the good cholesterol, you have the omega-3s, you have the creatine, you have so many things, the B12 and all the other B vitamins that you can find in fish, meats and eggs, and the choline especially to regenerate your nerves and to create the myelin sheet around your nerves. So if you are vegan for a long time or vegetarian, you won't have the building blocks to regenerate your nerves, okay? So fruit, eggs, meat and fish. I believe this is the best diet that you can eat. And if you avoid like carbs, like from flour, like gluten and stuff like that, that is not good. That's just inflammatory. So you remove inflammatory foods, and you preferably eat organic, all organic and seasonal and local, okay? If you can gather all these kind of foods, that's the best for you. I believe that, and it works amazingly for me, okay? Now, third thing, so belief, diet. Third thing, meditation. Yeah, it's a cliche, meditation. Just search Joey Dispenza testimonials on YouTube. Watch them, get inspired from them. There are a lot of people who are on antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication, benzodiazepines. And with meditation, you just lower your cortisol and you visualize and you feel the emotion as you are already healed. I know it's difficult, but you have to retrain and reframe your own mind and brain and nerve cells, okay? So meditation, amazing thing. Do like one meditation of Joey Dispenza, buy those and just search a lot on YouTube, get involved. So my phone just stopped, but I was talking about meditation. So just one meditation per day, every day, will rewire your own brain, and it will help you heal your physical body, okay? So heal your brain, heal your mind, heal your emotions, and your physical health will get better, okay? It's very simple, but you have to apply it and do it. So just engage with Joey Dispenza's work. Now, continuing, very important. Third thing, I'm gonna talk about light and EMFs and grounding, okay? So your environment has impact on your health. The things that you're exposed to will ultimately help you heal, or it will damage you. So what am I talking about? If you are exposed to artificial or blue light at night after sunset, it will mess up with your own melatonin production. Melatonin is a master hormone that helps you heal and recover and regenerate, and it will help you get better sleep and faster to get into sleep, okay? Sorry for my English, I'm not English nor American, so I'm doing my best here. But I'm saying, artificial and blue light at night, you have to remove that. And you can use those red glasses. There are a few good companies, don't buy the cheap ones. Anything above $70 or euros should be a good brand, okay? Then you can put your phone on red mode at night. Just go on YouTube and search how to put your screen on iPhone on red mode. And you can use red bulbs, red LEDs, and that are flicker free on your home, okay? So you can do those things, and you have better melatonin production. So you heal faster and better, and you will sleep better too. And if you sleep good, you are healing faster and better too, okay? Now, that said, you have light, and then you have EMFs, okay? EMFs is a very big topic, and that's the thing that I've been studying for a long time now. I'm actually taking one of the best professional courses on EMFs, but I'm gonna just take a short time to explain the things that you have to apply, at least for now, as soon as you can, so that you avoid being exposed to high amounts of EMFs, okay? So you have electric EMFs, just stands for electromagnetic fields, and you have electric fields, you have magnetic fields, the electric fields are from the wiring in your home or other things, okay? That's when there is a charge, a voltage inside the cables or inside an appliance. You have magnetic fields from bad wiring in your home or from other appliances and motors. And then you have radio frequencies, okay? Those are Wi-Fi 2, 3, 4G, 5G, radio, GPS, and stuff like that, okay? Now, what do you have to do at least to avoid those fields and frequencies? Because they are damaging to your cells, okay? It will mess up with your calcium gated voltage channels, and it will put too much calcium into your cells, and there will be also problems in your brain. So what can you do so that you don't spend too much money, at least for now? But it's a good topic that you research about, okay? And you can also send me an email and ask me about that, because it's actually a thing that I'm working on a lot and I'm studying a lot. Now, first thing, never sleep with your phone at the side of your bed. And if you do that, put it on airplane mode and put all the symbols of the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to the left so that it stays completely off. On iPhone, even when it's white, so when it's blue, it's connected to anything, okay, to a router, for example. But if it's white, it's still pulsing from your phone, searching for a transmitter, for a router in that case. So you have to go onto settings and put everything off, okay, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, put it on airplane mode when you go to sleep, and also remove the location service, because that's the GPS, okay? You don't want to have a GPS beaming at your head all night. So do that, so you are not having any reception around your body. And then we have like electric fields in your home, in our home, and every cable that has a charge, okay, in US it's about 120 volts, in the EU it's 230 volt. And those cables that are around your bed, on the walls, or connected to a radio or the lamps, or to the night lamp, okay, those emit an electric field that you can measure with a simple EMF meter that measures electric fields. It emits about 1 to 2 meters. I don't know how much that is, but it's enough so that when you are sleeping, the simple lamp that you have connected to your outlet on your bed, it emits an electric field, and that is stressing your body all night, okay? And for people that are on benzo withdrawals, I know they spend a lot of time in their bed and completely stressed. So there is another source of something that is stressing and doing inflammation to your brain. Now, what can you do? Very simply, there are other things more professional that you can do, but at least you can put down the breaker of the circuits in your room, all completely down, and you buy battery powered like red LED. There are a few companies that already sell them, okay? And you have those at night when you need some light. And also put your Wi-Fi router about the electric fields. You can put the breaker down, but at least if you don't do that, at least remove all the cables from the wall and put your bed away from the wall, at least like half a meter or 1 meter. But the ideal situation is that you don't have any electric fields around you when you are at least sleeping. During the day, I know it's difficult, but where you sleep should be a healing environment, okay? Because it's when you sleep that your brain is regenerating, okay? Now, the Wi-Fi router at your home, just shut it down at night when you go to sleep. I personally have it all day shut down, and I just use adapters on my iPhone connected to an Ethernet cable that's connected to a router, okay? And then I have a second router just to put on Wi-Fi when I have people at my home that want to use the Wi-Fi, or when even I need it for short amount of time. So you remove electric fields. You have to also measure maybe further down the line, when you get more accustomed to this topic, you can remove the magnetic fields, but that's more difficult and you have to measure them before. But usually in your room, unless you have like the dimmer switches, those emit very high magnetic fields. So if you have those in your room, you have to put the breaker, the circuit of that dimmer switch on your breaker off, okay, when you go to sleep. So That's the least that you can do, okay? With your phone, electric fields, the lamps on your bed, from the outlets and the wires that are around your bed, the magnetic fields like the dimmer switches that emit very high magnetic fields, and you shut down the Wi-Fi router at your home, and preferably also everything that's Bluetooth connected in your home, on your computer, on your TV, just shut down those all off so that you don't have any radio frequencies in your own home. And with that, you already removed a big part of the things that are stimulating and creating inflammation in your body. I'm sorry about this long video, but I think it's very important, because those are little things that if you like do them, if you remove what's doing bad for your body, and if you do good things for your body, you are doing more than most people, and probably you're gonna heal very fast, I believe, okay? Now, I talked about the lights, the EMFs. Now, about grounding. What is grounding? You heard maybe about earthing or grounding, which is basically the same term. There is a very good documentary on YouTube called Earthing, the Unknown Science, something like that. Just Google Earthing documentary. Watch it, from Clint Ober. Really amazing. Basically, it's when your body is bare feet on the ground, on grass or concrete or land, okay? Not on wood or plastic, but if it's a natural mineral-based material that's on the outside, when you're barefoot with your bare skin in contact with your hands or with your feet or any part of the body, you are connecting to the earth potential, which is zero. We consider it zero. And the earth has its own pulsating electromagnetic field, okay? And the sun gives you a charge, but the earth is like filled with electrons, and it's a negative charge. It's not negative like in a negative way, okay, in a bad way. It's just a negative charge. And when you have too much positive charge from the EMFs, from the stress, etc., you get very stressed, and your cortisol stays always up. So you get more anxious, more depressed, and more stressed. Now, if you put at least your bare feet on the ground for 10 to 30 minutes every day, that's a very good thing to do, because you are removing inflammation literally from your body. There's a lot of science about that. Now, you have products that you can put on your bed, like earthing sheets, or on your desktop, on your computer. I have one here, okay? It's carbon-based, and it's conductive, and it's connected to the ground outlet on your home. Preferably, you connect it to a grounding rod directly into the ground outside, okay? That's another topic that I can talk a lot about. I'm actually selling those kind of products that I created on my website. If you are interested for that, I just sell them in EU, okay? And it's www.prasannahealth.com. I will leave the link here down below if you are interested in purchasing or knowing more about that and the science about grounding. Now, another thing, I have it here. So, get sunshine through the day. Preferably when the sun is going up, okay? You are bare feet outside, and you have your eyes connected, and you see the sun for 2 or 3 minutes. That will put your body into a state that's connected to the earth magnetic field, and it will calibrate your circadian rhythm, okay? And it will make your hormones be very smooth and connected to the time zone that you are in. Now, get sunshine a bit in the morning, at least on your eyes, fresh air, and barefoot for a few minutes. And you can do the same at noon, okay, at lunchtime, where there's more UV radiation, okay, and it will stimulate to produce vitamin D. And then you can do it when the sun is going down, again, barefoot and seeing the sun. And we have a lot of infrared light, and infrared light is very anti-inflammatory and very calming and anti-stress. So you see, there are a lot of things that you can do. You have to connect to Mother Earth and to the sun, okay, to a natural environment so that your body can heal. You will not heal if you do the same things that you did before benzos. This is very important to understand, okay? So This might sound like a lot of things that you have to do, but when you get used to do this and you understand this, it's very automatic. And you know, okay, I just have to apply this, and day after day your health gets better. It's normal to have ups and downs. It works like that in every healing journey that I know, and my personal one. Now, after sunshine, so we talked about the belief system, your diet, meditation, light, electromagnetism, EMFs, okay, grounding. And then there's also cold thermogenesis. It's basically, if you Google and search about Wim Hof, it's exposing your body to very cold temperatures in the water, and that will create resilience in your nervous system. Now, for people on benzodiazepine withdrawals, that can be a bit difficult because it's maybe too stimulating. But you can try. So, my phone just went out of battery, and I'm continuing this later now in the evening. So, continuing on the topics that I was talking about cold exposure. So, if you search about Wim Hof, he has like many protocols, but it basically is a way to create resilience in the nervous system and to heal. Basically, if you heal the nervous system and you go deep into that, you can basically heal also your physical body. It is all interconnected, okay? So his work is basically made of two things that you can do. One is cold exposure. So that can be in in a cold shower. Instead of putting into warm, you just stay there for 1 or 2 minutes. You can go into now in the winter, into a lake or river or whatever, or a pool that's below 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, I don't know how much that is in Fahrenheit, but it's considered it. So your body gets like a shock with that ice water. I personally do very ice water. It's almost 0 degrees Celsius, okay? And it's like ice, basically. And I do that 3-4 times every week, and it's really amazing how you can like go deep into the tissues and regenerate, and basically lowering all the inflammation, because all of this has just one goal. It's lowering inflammation and creating resilience in your nervous system. And ice water and exposure to that is really, really an amazing tool. But being in a benzo withdrawal, if it's very difficult, your nervous system is already very wrecked, and anything that can do too much a shock, okay, can be too stimulating and maybe not a good idea right now, okay? So if you can begin with a cold shower, I know it's hard, but you feel the effects after, okay? And you are creating resilience in your nervous system and healing your brain at the same time and lowering inflammation. So that being said, Wim Hof has another protocol inside of the whole package, and it's about, that's the next topic that I want to talk about. So I talked about beliefs, diet, light, electromagnetism, grounding, sunshine, cold exposure. And now I want to talk about breathing, okay? So I know there's a lot of topics about breathing, but I'm saying what I basically do personally, and it's really an amazing tool that I do along with the cold exposure. So before the cold exposure, and even when I don't do the cold exposure, at least one time, once every day, I do a 3 or 4 rounds breathing session. It basically consists, it's very simple. You Google, you go on YouTube and you search for Wim Hof breathing sessions, and I do 3 or 4 rounds where I do deep inhales and deep exhales, okay, 30 times or 40 times, and I do 3 or 4 rounds of that. It's basically very simple. You do like with your nose in or with your mouth, and you lay down, okay, and you can become a bit dizzy and like a fuzzy feeling, like tingling in your hands and feet, and that's very normal, okay? Don't panic when that happens. And you breathe in with your nose very deep, and then you exhale with your mouth. It's basically like this. Okay, you do that 30 times at least, and you do 3 or 4 rounds. And at the last exhale, you don't breathe in again. Okay, you just search the protocol Wim Hof breathing on YouTube. I can spend like 10 or 20 minutes just explaining and show you how you do this, but you have so much information, it doesn't matter if I explain it now or not. You can just get yourself that information, okay? But this is just another way on how to like create and to lower inflammation and to reduce the stress. Okay, this is a very powerful tool to reduce the stress overall. I have like a very stressful lifestyle now, but I don't feel stressed inside because I have all these tools, and these help me to heal at the same time. So you heal from what you had, and you are creating very good resilience and a strength inside your nervous system, so you can deal with anything that comes along. Okay, and you feel peaceful inside, which is amazing to feel. And people on benzos, they don't know anymore the feeling about feeling just in peace, just calm, just with no anxiety, with no depression, with no physical weird neurological symptoms. Okay, I know how it feels. I was there. It was very hard on top of my other problems that I had, but it's possible. Okay, now another thing that I want to talk about, it's more a detoxification tool. It's really amazing. If you have other issues that you want to heal, even and when you don't want to heal from other issues, maybe you don't have many issues, just like problems from the benzos, okay? But it's a detoxification tool that's very, very powerful, okay? So you just, along your life, you ingest so many toxins, you breathe and you are in contact with so many toxins, and your fat cells, they just accumulate that, okay? Your body's just accumulating that. And one of the ways to remove that is with your skin. And with your skin, you can sweat. And how is the best way to sweat? You can do exercise, but the most powerful tool to do that is using sauna, okay? There are a lot of infrared saunas. So my expertise, like my life, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not like the person that helps directly people, but I like to create things that can help people. So I wanted an infrared sauna blanket for myself. I discovered in the past, when I bought one for me, that they had a lot of EMF issues. So I created a patent pending sauna blanket where you can sweat inside. And it's really amazing because you can relax, you have your head out and you can breathe fresh air, and you are just sweating from the neck down, okay? You sweat also a bit on your face, but you don't feel that, that overwhelming, dry, very heat, in the air. So for people that have like low blood pressure and that want to use sauna, it's very difficult. With these sauna blankets, it's easier, okay? And what I created is basically the first sauna blanket that has no EMFs. If you are interested, I will leave the link of my web store here below, okay? But basically what I do is 3 or 4 times every week, I do the sauna. The days that I don't do the ice bath, I do the sauna at night. It relaxes me, it gets a lot of toxins out. And on top of that, you can do a niacin detox protocol, okay? If you search on Google or go on YouTube, just search for niacin detox protocol. It consists basically of taking niacin, which is vitamin B3. You get like a flush. It opens your fat cells. It pushes toxins out. It is very anti-inflammatory. It boosts your mental health, like your happy chemicals, And you do that. So you are like doing vasodilation. It creates a good feeling inside of yourself. And then you do some mild exercise to move the lymph system. And then you do the sauna, okay? This is a very specific protocol. It has many variations, but I'd like to keep it simple. So basically, I take in the morning niacin. I get that flush, okay? And then I do the sauna at night. I drink a lot of purified water, so don't drink tap water. Yeah, forget that. I think I didn't even mention that, but don't drink tap water, sorry. Drink purified water, add some minerals inside of it, some salts, okay, good salts, and drink that along the day and after the sauna session, maybe during the sauna session. If you don't have a way to have a sauna at your home, you can go to any spa or whatever, but being in a benzo withdrawal, I suppose you spend the most time of your life in your home. So this portable sauna solution that I have, that I sell, and it's totally EMF free, it's an amazing tool. And while you detox, you are removing toxins that are creating inflammatory conditions inside your body. You are reducing the stress levels, reducing the inflammation. You are boosting your cardiovascular health. Your skin gets better and your brain gets in such a deep rest, You have like many brainwave states, and the best brainwave state to heal is theta and alpha brainwave states. You get that in good deep sleep or in deep meditations. But this sauna blanket, because you are laying down, you are very relaxed, you can do meditation while you do that, and with the warmth and that detox, you feel so relaxed, you get automatically into a very low brainwave state where you feel like rejuvenating and very calm, okay? This is a very powerful tool too. So I talked about many things. You can also add like specific supplements, mainly the basic one that everyone should take and everyone is basically deficient in is magnesium. I take magnesium malates, or another one from a brand called Magnesium Breakthrough. I don't know the brand, but it's called Magnesium Breakthrough. But yeah, magnesium malate, it's cheap. I take every day the minimal dose or a bit more. And then you have specific supplements that you can take too. I don't want to go with that now, but you can search about things that can also help to heal your nervous system, okay? And one of those things is doing high dose vitamin B1, thiamine, okay? It's called thiamine. Just search a guy, Elliot Overton, okay? Elliot Overton. Here on YouTube, he has many interviews. He's the expert on this topic. It's really amazing. So what I do is I sometimes I don't take them. Sometimes I do like weeks of taking them. It's amazing. The effect that vitamin B1 and thiamine had on me, it was amazing. On top of that, I take some copper. There is a lot of controversial things about copper, but I'm doing also this. Now I'm not doing it anymore, but I take a low dose copper. But for many months, I took very high dose copper. Okay, you can search about that too. There is a good guy called Jason Hommel. He has a book called The Copper Revolution. Very good, also to regenerate the nervous system. But you have to study the specific things. So don't complicate. Do the basic fundamental things that I talked about in this video, because these are the fundamentals. If you fail in one of these, if you don't do one of these for a long time period, there will always be a missing piece. So at least get the fundamentals right, and then you add on top of that other protocols and other things like supplements, okay? There is also fasting, but I believe that when you are a benzo withdrawal, fasting can be also too much of a shock, okay? So I believe that if you do like that fruit and meat and eggs and fish diet, you have all the nutrients that you need. And if it's organic and seasonal and local, it's even better, okay? And yeah, I think that's basically it. Please don't get desperate. In the past, when I was on my benzo withdrawal, I had many friends on Facebook groups that were also like going through the same. Many of them are very well now, but the ones that really healed a lot were the ones that cared about their health. They weren't just staying at home and waiting for all that craziness from the withdrawal to go off. You know, they were proactive, and it depends also on your circumstance. You can be very, very sick that you cannot do, or not even listening to this whole video. It's even hard to focus on anything. And now, like watching a 30-minute video with so much information, it's overwhelming. I know that, but begin slowly with just one thing and add it along the way you can handle it, okay? So please don't desperate. Your brain can trick you into thinking that you will always stay like that, and it's not worth living. But believe me, I went through that hell. I went through many hells. I'm here now. I'm getting in the best shape of my life, mentally and physically too. And it's amazing to feel my own health, my own brain reawakening from all that bullshit that basically society gets you in, and the medical system, which is crazy wrong nowadays, I believe. Okay, so, but that's another topic and I don't want to go into that. But yeah, I hope this helps, and if you like, just subscribe or whatever. I don't care about that. I just put these videos on so that people can really have hope inside, you know. It's basically because there was people that gave me hope, and it was very important for me. I don't care if I get many subscribers or views. I just care that some people that really need this information and that are desperate, that they really can get some value out of this, okay? You can comment, you can even DM me on Instagram. And if you are interested in the grounding and sauna products, you can visit my web store. You can also DM me, ask about it, okay? And so thank you very much, and have a good healing and a good journey, okay? Ciao, ciao.